Hi, my name is Jodine Cooper, and I'm a medical intuitive student. And today we are to talk about grounding. It's going to be about a 5-minute video, and I'm going to teach you why we should ground, what grounding is, and give you some techniques that you can go home and practice with. Okay, let's get started. Grounding is intended to gather your energy, grab it from the outside if it's in your mind or in your head, and redistribute those molecules into the center of your core and your being. And with that, you are, like say you are scattered. It is easy way of gathering your energy, those energy molecules that might be outside of your body, and bringing them in and focusing that energy and centering it, which is actually a form of meditation. And it's a silent form. There's also some active forms, like say taking a hike, or like Qigong or Tai Chi, or even walking barefoot on the earth for like say 5 minutes a day. Those are all forms of grounding. And this energy outside of the body is called prana. And you've heard this word before. In Sanskrit, it's prana. And in Chinese, it is qi. In Japanese, it is ki. In Polynesian, it's mana. And in Star Wars, it's called the life force. And a common issue for some people, like say your artists or creatives, is they often are ungrounded, like some of your spiritual, your light workers. Although grounding is easy, staying grounded is not as necessarily as simple. And some of the symptoms of not being grounded are, say, mental fatigue. You're scattered. You're nervous, you're angry, you're anxious, you're confused, you're clumsy. These are all ways in which you are ungrounded. Some of the ways that, like say mental and emotional ways that you can tell if you're grounded or others are grounded, is that someone is very peace, or they're centered, they're balanced, they're able to take on quite a bit, workload at work. They're calm, they're rested. Some of the ways in which, like physically, you're ungrounded, you can tell, is that you're having fatigue or insomnia. You're stressed out. You're foggy head. You have chronic pain. There's inflammation. And then there's ways in which, when you are centered, what it can do is it can improve your respiration rate. It can lower your heart rate, decrease your anxiety. It can lead to more peace and balance within yourself. And so now some of the ways in which we can ground, there's a few of them. So we're going to start with breathing, the breath. Take some deep breaths. Bring it in all the way out. You can also set your intention that you want to shed any negative energy, that you want to walk in light, that you want to stay in peace, you want to stay balanced. And then take that breath and picture a big, what I like to do is a ship's anchor. Take that big chain, those big, huge links, and take those and create one right here in the center of your being, in your navel, your umbilical cord, and take it through all the way into the earth, and anchor it through the ground, anchor it through the minerals, into the rocks, into the crystalline structure, into the center of the earth. Now you're grounded. You could take a warrior pose and create that stance, and now you are grounded. You are physically grounded to this earth. You can also take a column of light. Picture this column starting at your coccyx or your tailbone. Bring it all the way up through the center of your being. See this cone or this column, and then picture it with light. Give it a beautiful lilac color, a violet color. You can experiment with red or with blues. And maybe even picture, here's another one. You can picture this healthy smoke, and take that smoke and bring it all the way up through your column, all the way up to the top, to the cosmos, to the heavens. You can also do a smudging, where you, like the Native Americans, will take sage, they'll light it, and then they'll cleanse themselves. They'll bring it all over their bodies and cleanse themselves of all uncentered negative energies. And you can actually do that like a double helix if you want to close down. I bring the smoke, the healthy light smoke up through. I do this double helix. I kind of bathe myself in this light, in this healthy smoke, and I just kind of repeat that. It's going all the way up and through me. And also to close down, you can set an intention that you want to walk in light, that you want to walk in peace. You can always say namaste. Another one is visualizing the crown chakra, crown of the head, the chakra. It's this big white lotus flower, and it's already open. And you're receiving all that higher consciousness. It's wonderful. And you can actually, when you're finished, you want to close it down, just see that it's closing slowly, tighter, tighter, bud. It's closing, closing. Another thing you can do is take your hand, the palm of your hand, and just place it over your head and touch your head. And this is a very anchoring, centering way to close off your energies. It's wonderful. So these are some techniques and mantras you can use. Experiment. I've been using some of these for 35, 40 years. It's a great way of staying centered and grounded. Create your own. Integrating your soul energy and the higher life force consciousness. This is our ultimate goal. I am going to read a grounding poem at the end of this from Luther Standing Bear, who is a Sioux tribal leader. And then if you do like this video, if you've enjoyed it, go ahead and like it down at the bottom at the of the link. Share it with your friends if you know of anybody that needs to be grounded or to stay centered. And also subscribe to my channel. It's Jodine Cooper, Medical Intuitive. You can also find me on my website, which is intuitivecounselors.net. Thank you. And next week, we are going to be working with crystals and grounding. So a couple of things I've brought are a couple of crystals, some amethyst, and we'll be posting a video using some of these crystals and how to energize them, charge them, and you can use them with your grounding work.